This is a VeloVie. It is a 2008 direct-to-consumer carbon fiber frame. It is full Dura-Ace. One thing, it's too big for me. And the second thing, it's broken. That makes this the perfect candidate for a frame swap. This is a 2004 Colnago Dream HP B-Stay. Has a front aluminum triangle with rear carbon stays, Columbus airplane tubing hydroformed with the classic Colnago paint scheme. The rear chainstays, which are called HP, which mean high powered, they're meant to reduce, or they're designed to reduce power robbing lateral flex. Okay, this comes with a Chris King headset. That's a good thing. And a Serrata, brand new looking, I swear it's brand new, carbon fiber fork. Not sure what happened to the original, but who's gonna argue with Serrata? Everybody knows that they built the 711 bikes of the 1980s. This bike will be the recipient of that clean 1700 Dura-Ace. The Wayback Machine archives websites in case you need to look up some things. This brand offers 3 options here: the road, triathlon, and the time trial. They're all carbon fiber bikes, and we're going to click on the road. The model we have is a 300, and then this is the frame price, $1,698. Let's click on this one. You have a 105 for $29.12, and this is 2008 prices. Ultegra is $43.95, which is a huge jump. And then you have the Dura-Ace, which seems to be the best deal, which is $4,940. You're looking at the Dream 2004 B-Stay HP. My paint scheme isn't on here, but from my research, my paint scheme seems to be the Rabobank bikes from that era, had the orange front. See, it's broken right on the screw, on the first screw for the derailleur hanger. So it's split straight through, and there's a bolt here that can be unscrewed and replaced with this lower section. This rear dropout is 2 sections. The one thing about this type of frame, it can be unbonded and rebonded. Right here is where the bond is. I put it in a little squirt bottle with a needle on it so I can get into the little crevices. EC90 Easton bars. These carbon fiber bars would have been around in the early 2000s when this bike would have been new. And this would have been an option for you if you wanted carbon bars. This is a Sailor Roya Soba saddle. It says 70 bucks, but it doesn't seem like a $70 saddle. ODI handlebar tape that's orange. This is a 3T 4G stem with a 26 millimeter handlebar diameter, which matches the EC90 handlebars. I've had this stem for 20 years, never used it. It's new old stock. Right around that time, bike manufacturers went from 26 millimeter, what was it, 25.4, 26 millimeter, whatever. They went from the sizes up to the 31.8 or the larger diameter. This is an EC70 Easton seat post. Came out around the late 90s, early 2000s. It is long for a road bike, but this is also during the time of sloping top tubes. During this time when this seat post was out, sloping top tubes were becoming fairly common amongst a lot of bikes. Okay, so these type of bottom brackets, they have the sides, which side goes what side. Okay, so left side. Okay, so left side, and then the R is there for right side. Like I said, this is an Italian bottom bracket. The VeloVie is a British standard, BSA standard, which won't fit. And a little anti-seize to the non-drive side. Okay, and you have to align it the hole. So, come on. The hole, this hook needs to hook into this little hole here. Yeah. Okay, place it down and then install it. Okay, and then it'll go into the hole. We're gonna torque things down at the end, go through a whole list of torque specs. Because I think a lot of bikes during this time didn't have torque specs labeled on the parts. That would come maybe 5 years later. The seat post is kind of long. You know, it should be I thought about it. I've hacked off carbon seat posts before, but this is a vintage, I guess. So kind of want to leave it in case I put it on a mountain bike. So I might just get a shorter one. Front brake does not fit. Put it in there. See that's in now. It doesn't even connect. This one fits perfectly on the back brake. How is that? So what I'll have to do is get longer recess nuts. With the frame swap, you never know everything that's transferable from one bike to another. Now we're at everybody's favorite part of the build, and that is cutting the steer tube. But first, we have to do some measurements. My other road bikes measure up to being 59 centimeters, and the total length of it is about 60. That's a ballpark range, where it gives you a little bit on top and bottom to move the stem around. Okay, so we're at 59 centimeters, and there's two little small spacers up above the stem. One says Serrata, and the other one is a blank one. We're gonna cut it kind of in the middle of the blank one. Cutting a steer tube or seat post can be tricky. You have to measure, you have to be sure, and you have to cut enough to make sure you're not making a mistake or cutting it too low. That cut, measure twice, cut once saying really goes true when it comes to something like this. Okay, we have 4 examples: 2 seat posts, 27.2, 31.6, a steer tube here, and then an old school aluminum steer tube with the star nut still in it. I can feel the blade on the opposite side. There are some smooth spots, which mean there's not a complete cut through. Oh, there you go, a little glimmer flash. Saw it? There. Okay, so we're almost there. Yeah, we struck a nerve. Yeah, that's not a bad cut for handheld. Next, we're going to add the Easton bars. They seem to be in good shape. I wonder how long carbon can last compared to all the other materials. We got the hoods pulled back so it makes it easier when we wrap the bars. Got to open up the clamps more. Okay, we'll go with this height for now. I like the way the new handlebars have measurement lines. Like the old bars didn't have measurement lines like the newer bars do. Okay, so we're just gonna line it here for now and then adjust it by feeling for later. Okay, it looks like it's even, but it's hard to tell. It's considered on the bike stand, but once we get it on the ground, you'll be able to see that the level is even. Okay, we got 3 sets of rim brake calipers. An FSA here, this is the Dura-Ace, and then this is the set of Ultegra. Ultegra set is pretty clean. Okay, so I found some long ones that are longer than the original, and I tried them on and they fit. And then the rear, actually, this is the rear. I just showed you this is the rear. And then this one is a front one off of the FSA. And then this is the one off the Ultegra front. And as you see, these are the original, the difference in length. And that much difference meant that they wouldn't fit. I ordered some replacement recessed screws, but that takes about a week to show up. You know, these other sets will get those. So we can now continue with the project. Okay, we got the 2 chains here, and they're kind of matched up. And we marked the links to number them because I'm going to remove the one marked with X. I'm going to remove that one, and that matches up with this one. See, this link here is one of Shimano's pin. They do the pin technique. KMC does the magic link or the emergency link or whatever they call it. X marked is the link that's going to be removed, and you can see the that's the pin that's going to be popped out. This thing is impossible. It's like you need a bigger grip on it. This thing does not want to come out. Why does it not want to move? The other tool wouldn't break the pin out. This one has a problem too, so I'll have to replace both of these tools. Like the pin, you see this one was bending, and then this one, it broke off. You see how it's missing? No, oh, there you go. It's missing this one here. I've had this tool for a long time, but it broke the prong that holds the placing on. But it broke off, and the other one wouldn't even break it. And the difference between this tool and this one, this is a knob. It just wasn't doing anything. And I think this is the cheap AliExpress one. But this one has more of a leverage where you can, move this along. So I'll have to find, I'm going to buy another one like this, maybe a better quality one, but that has this design that can be used for leverage. Okay. Got a little start a little early on this, adding the chain in. Okay, so we go through the back loop here and then feed it through the second pulley. Got to speed up this video because it's getting a little long. Add in the links. Where is it at? There. Okay, so got the brake brake cables on. First one, this is the rear brake cable. And we have these 3 Velcro straps to mock up where the handlebar tape is, just to hold it in place. And now we want to figure out where we want to cut the brake cable. We're going to put it here where the cable stop is, where the cable boss is, and then let it swing around. Okay, so it has free movement. Okay, so this is where it, and I did some markings here, if you can hardly see it. There's some black dots that are put on there. So you don't want it too short and you don't want it too long, because it looks funny if it's too long, and it'll act funny if it's too short, especially if you go to adjusting your stem height or put a longer stem or whatever. If you do any of those type of things, flipping your stem, I've cut them too short before, and flipping the stem or readjusting the stem it was a problem for the cables. So we're gonna go with this, and we're gonna cut it here. Let's see if so we have to pick open part we cut. Okay. Just use a little Allen key, the ferrule right here. I'll leave this Velcro on here until I'm ready to wrap up. Once I get both sides done, then I'll take them off. Let's see. Got the snips ready to do that thing. Okay. Okay, and setting the shifter cables. You can see how shifter cables from a larger size bike equals, too much cable. Just like in the brake cables, the cables are too long and they're overlapping, considerably. But we're gonna bring that in to where it's a small eyelet. That's a classic thing from, like I said, this generation of Shimano shifters. Okay, you can see the one on the bottom is the old one. Very simple to install. Okay, the rear brake cable can definitely be cut down. Okay, the wheel set is a set of Mavic Serum equipped. They appear to be a takeoff set from some bike shop, like somebody never used, and they look to be, they're probably late 2000s, but they go good with the bike. They look good as far as they got the yellow and red decal scheme. This is a Dura-Ace 7900. It's the cassette from the other bike that I have. I wasn't using it. The original wheel set that was on this is in storage. Some assembly paste. This is just from AliExpress. And that locks on the top. That'll seal it up. And we just want to see if I need a bigger spacer. Okay. For the cable to pass straight through, sometimes you might have to shift it to get to that hole.
see it moving.
The bar tape that I originally picked, which is this orange tape. The one thing that I noticed or realized was that it might be too much orange, because when you look at the frame, what's it gonna look like with orange bars, you know, and the orange front? But I think I like this tape better. It's more subdued, and it's just I think it'll be more stylish. Got these little, if you can see them, okay, so they're little donuts. They're for the brake cables so that the wire doesn't rub against the frame. Like I said, once we get on the road, then you start adjusting things to fit your comfort and what you're used to. Okay, so this is a Pittsburgh Pro click type torque wrench. That's in inch pounds, which you can see there. And then on the opposite side, it has a kilogram force centimeters. But you have to convert this stuff to Newton meters, which what a lot of bike brands use. There. You don't want to over tighten it. Seat post torque. We're not going to set the seat post torque until we go for the ride, because I want to make sure that it feels right. Chain ring bolts are the same as the stem bolts. This one we're just going to do by hand because the water bottle cages. We're just going to hand tighten these. Back off a little bit.